Good day. In this video we're going to look at Surds multiplication and how it works. The rule is that if you have two of the same roots and you multiply them, you can put one big of those roots and multiply the sum underneath out and write the answer. Now remember, the same way you'd multiply 3 times 3 is 9. The square root of 3 times the square root of 3 will give you the square root of 3 times 3, which is 9, square root of 9. And then you can simplify that, but that is not the purpose of this video. It is working through the rule of multiplication with surds. The next one, square root of 7 times the square root of 5. We will put down one big square root and do the multiplication sum underneath. This step you can skip, and we get square root of 35 and see if it wants to simplify any further. Now we're going to do a little bit bigger sum. We've got 4 square root of 3 times 2 square root of 5. If we break it up, it will be the same as 4 times square root of 3 times 2 times square root of 5. In multiplication, you are allowed to multiply different guys first with each other. So we'll times the 4 and the 2 and then the root with the root. This step you do not have to write. It's just to explain to you that we first times the 4 and the 2 and then the square root with the square root. The 4 times 2 gives you 8, and the square root of 3 times square root of 5 with our law tells me the square root of 15, and then I can see if I can simplify this any further, which we can't. So the final answer is 8 square root 15. Now be careful for the next two. We've got a square root of 3 times a cube root of 5. The roots are not of the same kind, so they are unlike. That means you just write square root of 3 times cube root of 5 and leave it like that. It can't be simplified further. Now back to the law. We've got a cube root of 2 times a cube root of 4. The roots are of the same kind. So you put one big cube root and go 2 times 4 is 8 underneath. Then you simplify it if it's possible, but like I said, it's not the purpose of this video. Then your answer will be 2. Again, remember that if you have different surds, you cannot multiply them and put them all underneath one, whatever roof you want to use. If you have the same surds, you can write one surd down and multiply the sum underneath. Please indicate whether you liked or disliked this video. If you have any problem with a sum in school mathematics, you can send that problem to us with a WhatsApp photo to this number. Then we will try and solve it and send back an answer for you as soon as possible for free. Enjoy mathematics.